So, to you, what's the value of not, right? Not taking on that habit, not changing. How valuable is it to hold on to your current way of life? I mean, let's be honest, huge, right? Huge value. You won't have to spend the effort. You probably won't have to spend any money. No extra time, right? To do things different. But you got to ask yourself, is what you're doing, the way you're doing it, the way you want to be doing it? Here on the Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim hike, so that's 52 miles of hiking, just about 37 hours. And to pass the time a while back, I threw a question out to the group. I asked them, can you imagine what life will be like 20 years from today? So recording this in 2014, September. And I'll just challenge you to do this. So, can you imagine 2038, what you'll be working on, what you'll be looking at? And a lot of times people go, sure, yeah, okay, I can imagine 20 years out, no problem. And they think about their career, they think about their investments, they think about retirement, wherever you are in the scheme of things, right? Then I did this. Turned to one person that I was hiking with and said, how old are your kids? And he smiled, right? He said, 18 and 12. And I go, great. Can you imagine your 18-year-old when he's 38? And there's a pause, There was a slight pause in the conversation. And about a half an hour later, he comes over and he goes, Jason, I'm still stuck on that, thinking of my kid when he's 38. I said, that's what we're trying to do here. That's what momentum is all about. It's really taking what it is you work on and what it is that your work is and adding purpose to that. So I'll ask you again, how valuable is it to you to hold on to the way that you're doing things right now? It's a trick question, right? Because the value is absolutely significant. Don't have to spend any time, don't have to spend any money, don't have to do things any different. My guess, though, is, and literally, if you're watching these videos, you're in. My guess is that you see things changing. You see things getting better. You see you getting better. So I challenge you. I always like to throw an activity in with these little videos. And so, blank piece of paper. If you need to type this out, go ahead. But, I would do this in my journal. And what you'll do is you'll write down, give you a couple of lines here. So the first one is, if I don't start, and then give yourself a blank line, then I will, and give yourself a blank line. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take one of those habits from the first video. Remember I told you to write down 5 habits that you'd like to take on. I challenged you in that video to pick one of them that you wanted to work on. But maybe you haven't picked it yet. Maybe you're still trying to decide, right? Which one is the best one? So for each one of those, write down, if I don't start, and then give yourself a little bit of what that habit would mean, what it would be like doing it, then I will. And I would encourage you, here's the dare, here's the challenge. Write this out as a 200 to 400 word response. Here's the deal. If you're all in on this, go through all 5 of those habits, email them to me. And if you'll do this, I'll give you a call and we'll have a private one-on-one coaching. This is something that I do for clients around the world. And in an hour, we're going to take a look and identify some of the things that you could be working on. And I'll give you my all. I want to make it easier for you to do better.